Welcome Sagittarius for your horoscope for the month of July 2012. Well, Sagittarians, I think July is going to be your cup of tea, as they say. It's going to be a very, very interesting month, full of opportunities, full of networking, full of opportunities, gains, friends, and so on. Let me explain why. First of all, I'm going to start with a planet that's on a pause a little bit, and that's Neptune. Neptune is going retrograde the whole month, and especially those Sagittarians that have planets or an ascendant at the very beginning of let's say from 0 to 6-7 degrees of Sagittarius. Those people are going to sense that the most, that Neptune is a bit on a break. Neptune squares up to people who have those planets. So that means that you're a bit in the fog, or have been a bit in the fog. And that's of course not so very nice, but I think that Sagittarians can deal with it. Neptune is not going to make major aspects this month, of course with the moon, but not with other planets. The other thing, still the North Node is in your sign, which is very important again for those people who have from 0 to 6 degrees of Sagittarian. So still it's all about your life path. It's all about how you're going to fit all the rest in with that new life path that you're wanting to take. So that's on the that's the backdrop. Now the thing that's very important is, of course, still this Pluto-Uranus square is going on. It's not as exact anymore as it was last month, but it still goes on. And what is now very important is that when you have such a transit of outer planets at the background, and when a very fast planet or a faster planet touches this, then it comes to the surface again, and that's happening in the middle of the month, around the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. So bang in the middle of the month, Mars is going to oppose Uranus and therefore square to Pluto. Now what does it mean? In general, Mars opposition to Uranus means it has an explosive nature, it has a nature of originality. Mars wants to free itself up. So it's a very interesting transit that all of us are having, and especially those people who have around 7, 8, 9 degrees of Aries, and you know the cardinal signs, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer and Libra. But we all feel it, and for you, for Sagittarians, it's happening in the 5th and in the 11th house. So that Uranus is in the 5th, and that Mars is in your 11th house. It's a good house, the 11th house. It's a house of friends, it's a house of opportunities. So I think for a lot of Sagittarians, it really means that you're fed up with not having opportunities, and now you're going to have them. Why do I say fed up with? Because Saturn is going through the 11th house for such a long time now. Saturn is also in Libra, as Mars is now getting into Libra the whole month. And Saturn has done its work. It has done its work because it's coming to an end. So it's at the end of Libra, and it's going direct, which is good. And which means that for a lot of Sagittarians, they did their piece when it comes to seriousness, about friends, serious friends, and seriousness, and thinking about how to manifest, because Saturn is a manifestor, how to manifest your aspirations, how to do that. And now you're fed up with it, you want to manifest them. And that's why I think that when Mars is going to enter that 11th house, you're really going to have some opportunities. Maybe it's going to be something happens and it makes you aware of it, but there's also a good thing going on with that Mars. So it's not only opposing Uranus in the 5th, it's also trining Jupiter. in that 7th house. Jupiter in that 7th house. What does it mean? It means that there is help. In your case, there's help of other people. Having this trine in a natal chart, Mars trining Jupiter, is fantastic. It's being confident. It's good for taking initiative. It's good to start things. So for you, notwithstanding the fact that Mars is opposing Uranus and it's triggering you, and you know it's a bit of a frustrated energy, you're going to get help from other people, from friends, and from significant other people in your life. They can help you. And of course Jupiter and Venus is in your 7th house for the whole month. These are the 2 best planets to have in your 7th house, in the house of others. And of course this can mean that your boyfriend or your girlfriend or someone very close to you is going to help you to achieve your goals. And if you're in a relationship already, it can mean that they're really going to help you out and to give you the confidence to do that. But if you're single, it can mean totally new person in your life. And of course Jupiter represents many. So it could be that there are more than one knocking at your door trying to help you. And let's hope that you take advantage of the fact that you let people in. And I think you're going to do that. You know, you're Sagittarius, you're very positive, and it's very likely that you are going to benefit of these opportunities. It could also mean, because the 7th house is also business associate. So if you're doing maybe something new, you know, with the people with that North Node over there aspecting their, conjuncting their planets in Sagittarius or their ascendant, it could well mean that a very interesting person comes along to do business with. It could also mean if you work for yourself, no matter what, and you are dependent on clients, it could mean a lot of clients. It could mean Jupiter-like clients. It could, and Venus-like clients. So not only pretty, but also Jupiter-like, very positive. These are the clients that every person that works with clients wants to have. Jupiter clients, clients maybe from abroad, or they don't have to be from abroad, just people who are very positive and very, you know, the contact is very good, it's very nice people. People who look who have the bigger picture, just like you have, you Sagittarians. So that's very positive news, and take advantage of it. If there is a business proposal and you feel good about it, just go. It's the time you can do that. And also friends, because that 5th house, Uranus, is in there, and it's also conjuncting a very little planet that is called Pallas. It's a very little planet, but now it's important because it's conjuncting that Uranus. And Pallas is all about intelligence and wisdom. So there's a lot of intelligence and wisdom going on right now when that Uranus when Mars is going to oppose that Uranus. So I think your aspirations, they're not just aspirations, they're good ones, and you have been thinking about them, and they're good. And whilst all this is happening, there is Mercury, which is a ruler of your 7th house actually, and your 10th house, so the 7th house of other people and the 10th house of work. That Mercury is in the 9th. It's going to transit the whole month in the 9th. It's going retrograde, which means there's a reconsideration about 9th house stuff. So about the bigger picture, about other countries, about foreigners. And I wouldn't be surprised that people from foreign countries also are going to help you in a way. Or maybe clients, because Mercury is the ruler of your 7th house, and it's in the 9th, in the house of foreign people. If you are traveling, I know that people say, or astrologers say, Mercury going retrograde, it's not the best time to travel, but I think you could travel, but just be aware of the fact that yes, there could be a delay. So what, if you know it, be prepared. What else? So Mercury in the ninth house. Mercury likes it there. Mercury will. You will think about the bigger picture, which you also like to do, don't you? You like to connect with all there is in order to understand. And the other thing that is quite interesting too is that the sun at especially the last period of the month, so around the 20, 21, 22 of July, is going to enter also that ninth house. So there's a lot of emphasis on your ninth house too, on the higher mind, and I think that's all very much Sagittarians like. So a good month for you. I think a month that you're going to like. Please do scroll down my YouTube channel if you are interested in Pluto-Uranus videos, you know, the transits, because they are uploaded there. Still, the Pluto-Uranus special offer of €13 is still available. I'll put all the links below, and I wish you all the best for July 2012, and I see you back next month. Bye bye.